So hopefully people can hear us, but are no one out there. All right. So we will call the Public Works Standing Committee meeting of Tuesday, November 25th, 2025 to order. Approve October 28th and November 11th, 2025 meeting minutes.
Thank you for those.
Yes.
And I move to approve.
Okay, I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. So Public Works update. Hang on here.
Let's see, water, we're just still waiting on, the PRV to get here, be after the beginning of the year, after the January 1st, we should have all the parts. Had a few things going, other things with water, nothing too major. The Grant well had, some old expensive valves in it that we definitely got our money's worth out of, and they were leaking, so I had those replaced. You guys will probably see a bill for that in the next claims. And I think I've talked about it before, and I did during budget season, our SCADA system has been having more gremlins lately. We've met with some SCADA people last week and trying to figure out a way to get on the other side of this. Right now, it's been fairly frustrating. Sewer, not much going on. We're doing some stuff for next year's sewer project, which is the dig and replace project to replace a lot of old deteriorating lines. We did, on the park side, we were able to get up to the Coal Miners Park, and we took all that material that was left over from the stormwater and water projects the last couple of years, and we screened it all. We rented a screen, a power screen, and actually made some pretty decent looking, almost topsoil that we're gonna put in that circle. We raised it up to try and help with the drainage and hopefully get some green space up there eventually with a sprinkler system and some grass and maybe even some trees. I'm sure I'm forgetting some other stuff. We've been doing, well, it was nice. We did a lot of work with the GIS to get it. Basically where we're at on that is we've got all the record drawings incorporated and everything's fairly accurate. Now we're going out with survey grade GPS and fine tuning it all, and in the end, hopefully we're going to have the best GIS system and know all our stuff is in the state of Montana. So
Is that for water and sewer?
water,
and
sewer, storm, everything. Trees are on it. Pretty much, I try and include anything that the city manages in that database.
Okay.
That's about it.
Really? For all of it? For Public Works?
I think so.
Holy cow, that was like the quickest update ever.
Well,
Like, I'm only at, like,
oh, wait.
I'm like literally 5 lines in.
No, I mean, next time I'm gonna kind of put together, I think around the end of the year. Last year I put together kind of where we're going in
Yeah.
26 with projects.
Okay.
We are gonna we have a water project slated. It's part of this state funding package that we did this one under. We have a sewer project slated, and we have the EDA project. So we're have another busy summer next summer.
All right.
Okay.
Snowplows are ready? Snowplows are ready?
Snowplows are all ready. We got one loader that's down right now, but Torgeson's, we try to fix it ourselves and save money because they charge $500 to drive down here.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not.
But we couldn't get it, so they're coming tomorrow, and hopefully they'll get it fixed, and we'll have everything will be ready to go at the end of tomorrow. If not, we can get by one loader down.
Okay. All right, well, Ann should be back here in just a second. Did you have any updates on Parks Board or anything like that?
Went to Sustainability Board the other night, and nothing really to update there, I don't think.
No?
I mean,
Okay.
same stuff as always.
Okay.
They talked about plastic bags and talked about recycling and talked about, they did go through some audit they did for energy audit, McClinsky report.
Yeah, that,
And,
yeah.
you know, I gave that to Brian, because I think we addressed probably half of that with this project here.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Okay, okay.
And Parks Board hasn't met since our last meeting,
Okay,
so there's no update for that.
okay. All right, well. Waiting for Ann to get back here. Nate, did you have anything?
Well, I thought I saw yesterday that you guys were gonna talk about the Lions Park thing that's going on down there. Is that the whole
Huge.
agenda that I ran into? That's weird, because it's not the same agenda.
Not in public works,
The
but,
council of the Parks Board more.
yeah,
I think it's the park.
land use and planning, they had kind of a little update about it.
Yeah, we-
Last night.
We talked about it a bit last night,
Oh, it was last night.
yeah, for land use and planning.
Okay.
Basically, the main takeaway from it is that we are still, and this is Tom Kuntz's words, we are still in like
Planning.
vision board planning era of it. Like, it is still out there, right? And so it's, nothing's set, we're still trying to get feedback, which I think we've succeeded in getting a lot of feedback.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
feedback.
which is good, I mean, that's the point.
Well, yeah, that's.
But I don't want people, our main concern was that we don't want people to think that we're breaking ground tomorrow.
Correct.
Like, we're nowhere
Not
near,
nowhere near.
no.
Right.
No, it's great that people are voicing their opinion. and
Right.
Hopefully they'll come to these meetings. I just
Right.
was thought it was this meeting, not last night.
Yeah.
My apologies.
No, you're
No,
fine.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sure, there'll be, I'm expecting quite a few
This
public comments
evening.
this evening.
I should have.
So,
Yeah.
yes, but, I mean, at the end of the day, where it's at right now is they need to, if they really want, I mean, yes, it's wonderful that they're reaching out to city council and things like that, but it's not to us yet.
Mhm.
And if they really want their voices heard and want to participate in the process, the time now is to reach out to the steering committee
Yep.
and the community foundation, because that's where it's at, that's where the project's at, so.
They
Yeah.
have an online survey for that.
Yes.
Yeah, and they do
Yes.
have the online survey.
And
They
then
do.
what,
Yeah,
and he
there's a
did
survey
post
as
an
well.
email, for a point of contact at the Red Lodge Area Community Foundation.
Oh, okay.
So
So there's a survey out there.
yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll look
yeah,
at that.
absolutely.
Yeah,
So-
I actually posted it
Um,
You do? I haven't
on
looked
that,
at
one
it.
of those mini things out there. I'll send it to.
I'm sorry, is
to
this a
Stephanie.
Parks Board meeting or something?
This is public works.
I
Same thing.
circumvented it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I misread the dates on that.
No worries.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, I think it's Parks Board tomorrow,
Not till Wednesday the 3rd.
Wednesday the 3rd,
December 3rd?
December 3rd, yeah.
Okay.
5:30.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Sounds like it's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be a fun meeting. You're not gonna-
Parks Board tonight.
Both.
Well,
Tonight won't be.
I can't go to tonight.
Yeah, tonight will just be the 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes. Here's your 3 minutes. Tell us what you think. But, Cynthia, what is that email address? And I'll announce that tonight too.
Oh, it's a long one.
No, it was like her initials with
Yeah.
RLCF behind it. Patty wrote it down.
Patty wrote it down? Okay.
Yeah, get it from
Okay.
Patty, because it was, she posted it in the
Or I
chat.
can get it from Mary Beth.
Yeah,
too.
she posted it in
Okay.
the, yeah, and it was
Okay.
Mary Beth's, I think it was Mary Beth's email.
Yeah,
She posted it in the chat box of the meeting, so I didn't see it.
okay. All right, so let's talk, about the Red Lodge, the Red Lodge Sidewalk Improvement Program, the 50/50. I started to go through what you had, and I made a few just tweaks and changes. I don't know if you all have copies of that or not.
Did you send it?
Yeah,
That's what I just gave you.
Mike sent it last,
I think it's during
last,
the meeting last.
at our last meeting. He
And then
emailed it out to us.
There's the application and then, construction work order. I think, I don't know.
Is that all from Shoto?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was reading a city's resolution.
Mhm.
We need to write a resolution to start this project and.
So, yeah.
I was hoping, with, like, you guys give me, just email me your comments if you can.
Okay.
Just a picture of it, and then I'll incorporate those, and then
Okay.
set up with, hopefully, I've been playing phone tag with Dennison and just have him kind of get
Okay.
involved, and he can write a resolution for it.
Well,
I sort of went down the rabbit hole with this, thinking I just thought I had to really do the rabbit hole bit. I apologize for that. But anyway, yeah, resolution and go through this, and I think we're good.
yeah, so the only thing
Okay.
the part that I started to change was under annual 50/50 sidewalk replacement, number 1. I just thought we should add in there the limit that we want in there.
Yeah, we talked.
Yeah,
about
the city
that.
will
10,000.
equally share the cost of replacing sidewalks with the adjoining property owner up to $10,000. We need to put a limit in there, $10,000 per project. Are we gonna do 10,000 per project that the city's contributing? Okay. And then, funding for the program will come from resort tax. Okay, residents must submit an application starting on July 1st of each year is what I put because that's our fiscal year. The application must include a bid for the cost of the sidewalk. After the application is received, I'm just kind of skimming through here, we'll determine if it meets the criteria. Where was it? And then I did add here, Public Works will issue the contractor a work order which states the city will be responsible for 50% of the bid cost up to $10,000, just put that limit in there again. And then upon completion and inspection by Public Works, the contractor will issue an invoice for 50% of the bid cost up to $10,000. So just kind of to keep putting that in there. Yes,
The 10,000 would be a $20,000 project?
With the mayor.
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The city will pay the contractor directly. The landowner will be responsible for the remaining cost of the project.
Wait a minute,
What?
wasn't it maybe just 10,000? Because we're only putting 50,000 in.
But isn't it
It's up to.
up to, like,
Up to 10.
So are we gonna do, well, that's what I'm asking. Are we gonna do, allow, I mean, what do we want the city's contribution to be? We want it to be a max of 5,000 the city's contributing or up to 10?
Do you think a citizen would pay 10,000? I think a
Well,
citizen might pay 5.
It's also for commercial too. It's not
Yeah,
just
yeah,
for,
so you can grab a few commercial ones once in a while, and there won't be very many of them, I think.
I know. I do know that I think the chamber
and I
is
think
looking
that,
forward to applying.
You know, if somebody comes in, I mean, this is mostly replacement, so I don't envision, you know, it's gonna be pretty standard, just straight sidewalk like we have.
Mhm.
If somebody comes in with a new sidewalk and it's like super fancy, we probably won't do that. It doesn't really fit our criteria.
Right.
You know, we're not, so I mean, basically, I think the only people you're really gonna target on that is gonna be commercial, like the whole block.
Well, listen, this commercial is new to me. I thought we were doing residential for the citizens.
No,
I
Oh,
know.
it's always been,
Yeah,
I mean, the
but
way I
then-
wrote it up was always,
or industrial,
Anyway.
so.
But then Bill hauled all the money, it's commercial.
I guess, the question I have is, the Main Street sidewalks, which are 90% of your commercial in town,
Mhm.
do they belong to the city or they belong to the state?
They belong to the state.
Yes,
Do
the
they
city
would
does
be
not
eligible
own
for
a
the
sidewalk.
program?
Well, they belong to the state, but the building owner, I think, is still responsible for them,
Right.
unless it's a certain length of it that has to be redone.
Mhm.
I think that's what we found out, right? If it's like a whole block that has to be
well,
rebuilt, then,
basically what they said was if there's more than 6 feet that's gone, then it's their responsibility. The problem is, when it's DOT time,
mhm.
Mhm.
if it's just like,
Heck is that?
vertical,
Oh, it's
what am I
Stephanie.
trying to say, where they're uneven and stuff, it has
Yeah.
to be either spalted or broke up. I walked the DOT and they agreed that basically the only thing downtown that fit their thing was stuff between the snag and the gun store, and then, up there, kind of by the hideaway, the sidewalks all spalted off. But they also admitted that, you know, that's a big chunk of sidewalk, and it's gonna be, we'll put it on our list.
But,
but it could
It'll
be,
at the bottom.
could be like 5 years, could be 10, it could be never.
I guess my argument for commercial would be that resort tax money that's being spent, and the commercial are the ones that are bringing in resort tax money, so that would be,
Well,
Once again, the citizens get the shaft.
how are they getting the
Well,
We're
shaft?
getting a shaft because the commercial, I never thought this was a commercial deal. I thought it was something to do for the people who have deteriorating sunken
No,
sidewalks.
it's always been the way.
It just is Shirley's wordage, maybe it's not Redline's wordage.
No, I always envisioned it for both, and that's why we
Never,
put it there.
so,
Even the-
They didn't have very many business owners, we had one business owner take part in it. No.
but, and I'm also, like, I was saying, the majority of the businesses are Main Street, with the exception of what? 8?
One project, I mean, right up front, the sidewalk behind the store is deteriorated beyond use, and it would be nice to replace it. Personally, I would just put asphalt, but Mike doesn't want to do asphalt.
I think we need to maintain a walkway there, but
On the other side, between you and the Boys and Girls Club?
Yep.
Isn't there a
It's
sidewalk? on
covered
the-
by big trucks all the time.
so we did talk about, like the cases where, you know, if there's a project in a spot, whether commercial or residential, but it's a high-traffic area that needs sidewalks, you know, and that would be, like, they had a case where it was by their post office type of situation, or a community center where, you know, it was deteriorating so bad and it's a danger.
Mhm.
So it's a public health and safety issue as well. I mean, if the sidewalk's bad, you know,
No, I
people
mean,
trip and
I
fall
think-
on them. I mean, all of it's a benefit to the citizens of Red Lodge who walk on the sidewalk. It doesn't matter. And yes, I agree. I mean, I do want people, I want the residents to take advantage of it as well. But, you know, there's definitely, I honestly, I see it's gonna take a while for the word to get out, and we wanna use the money. And if we wanna set some criteria on there, you know, right now it's first come, first served.
Right.
So, you know, it's first, whoever gets in here first is gonna, you know, have that ability. You know, you bring your bid in and it's qualified bid, you get the money, because it's first come, first served.
Well, I will alert the 2 people that I know who want it, I'll alert them to be at the top of the list.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
No, I'm
Well,
glad that you have somebody that's
we have
interested
We
in it.
have 2 people who are super interested.
Right.
Yeah, good. Well, it's gonna be funded every year. We'll have 50,000 for this fiscal year still through June 30th. And that's why I did add in here too, just so you know, where it says, annual, where was it? Where it says it has to be done by the end of the fiscal year. I did add a sentence in there, unless provided a written exception from the Public Works Director. So, because we want to spend it, you know, if
That's
so,
the goal.
yeah, so if someone can't get, you know, they get their bid in, and June is rainy every day, and they can't get it done, you know, you should be able to say, yeah, that's okay, as long as you get it done by this date, kind of thing.
Will that fund roll over from year to year?
Mhm.
That's the plan.
If there's leftover
Will it?
sidewalk,
Yeah.
that's what,
Is that way we have to put that in here then?
Well, I think, but in resort tax, it does that anyway. Like, when I didn't buy that truck this year, until this year, that I budgeted last year.
Well, not all of the resort tax funds do that, and we can ask for it too, you know.
Well, and yeah, it would have to roll over.
Okay,
mhm.
yeah, okay. Because we're only funding, yeah. Okay, then that would be okay then. So by June,
Oh, there it is. The work
Jul-
must be completed.
yeah, July 1st, we'll have another 50,000 going into the fund. So, I mean, I would be very
As long as-
surprised if we
As
get,
long as you guys approve it.
yeah.
All right, well, I think I have that. My
We don't have much.
paperwork looks different.
This
Okay.
is different than what, yeah, what you printed out and what I'm looking at.
You've made your own thing.
No, this is what, Mike wrote for
I
us.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
Can you just mail it
there's
to me
so many
then
different
today?
Yeah, and these are
So
just
many
some changes
different
that I did,
sidewalks.
and I haven't,
You
but
know,
that's
I
about as
think-
far as I got, so.
Did you already do the changes in here? I don't think.
haven't checked.
No, I didn't do it in a shared drive, I
You know,
just did them.
like,
Oh, okay.
Like, literally just made those changes.
Got
Mhm.
that.
pulling
I
out,
got
put it
two
in,
email
but that was,
addresses.
Okay.
This thing, you're
3 or
right.
4 years
Yeah.
ago.
I prefer that.
Okay.
I use it all the
I'm sure it's
time.
a lot higher.
Okay.
All right,
So
Okay.
are we comfortable with the city contributing up to $10,000 per project?
Yes.
And I
you tell me.
haven't bid out I did the concrete work over at the market, and I can't remember how much it was, but I also had to do a concrete slab in it for the shack. So, I mean, it was,
Now, I don't
it's
know
very, a
about-
$20,000 concrete project is huge.
Concrete's not cheap.
No, it's
No,
not,
that's
but that's
the
still a
most-
big
I
project.
think 10's a good number.
Okay, because I haven't really
So
been in
5
that
and 5,
10K per
No,
project?
10 and 10?
10 and 10.
I
So-
don't know anybody, any citizen who has $10,000 sitting around, but go ahead.
That just, for those bigger lots, it would, it
Yeah,
might be that much. For a smaller lot,
Do they need to
Probably
use
close.
the,
no, it's just, that's just the maximum amount that the city will
okay, so like if
contribute.
I had a project for 5K,
Then we contribute
Then
2,500.
Okay, all right.
$2,500.
yeah,
Right.
so then I
Gotcha.
was like, okay.
Yeah,
So,
you
yeah,
get
I don't think it's like a,
We're, yeah,
10.
exactly. No, we're just, in case a bigger project comes along,
Yeah.
then we will be
I
able
wonder
to
how
do
many
that.
square feet is $10,000? Okay, I'll look that up.
Okay, okay. So, and then it just goes, upon completion and inspection by the Public Works, the contractor will issue an invoice for 50% of the bid cost up to $10,000. The city will pay the contractor directly. The participating landowner will be responsible for the remaining costs of the project.
So, at the bottom, number 3, where you have the city will not perform any of the following actions.
Okay, I'm
Repair
not there
of sidewalk, I'm assuming that's repair after it's been,
Just repair, period.
any repair? So like if,
Repair.
like if we've got a jacked up sidewalk and I'm like, hey, can I use this money to repair it?
Right, no, you have to replace it,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like you're talking, well, what do you mean by repair?
I don't know, I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm.
I mean,
Well, what you
hypothetically
did on,
trying to throw
what
something
you
out
did
there.
on Broadway, the lifting
Oh,
and the
grinding,
grinding, yeah,
lifting,
no. Yeah, no, it's, this is for new
I guess
sidewalks.
that could be kind of clarified in there, that said that, if, you know, in this project or in this program, city will not repair projects.
Okay,
We'll still go grind,
so let's go back up
join.
to, because you skipped like a whole bunch there.
Sorry, I was out of breath. I stopped there, my bad.
Okay, so I just kind of wanted to go through it. After, okay, residents must submit an application to the city of Red Lodge starting July 1st. So as soon as we approve this, it will be open, because honestly, you know, they could have applied last July, but we didn't have the program in place, so,
Okay, is payment in full at the beginning or half and half?
no, at the end,
Yeah, only at the end, okay?
yep. That's the way it's written here now. Public Works will issue the contractor a work order which states the city will be responsible for 50% of the bid cost up to $10,000. Upon completion and inspection by the Public Works, contractor will issue an invoice for 50% of the bid cost up to $10,000. The city will pay the contractor directly, and the participating landowner will be responsible for the remainder of the project. And it says, here's where it says, the work must be completed within the fiscal year unless a written exception is made by the Public Works Director. So you can't get approved like in July 1st and not do project, because you're holding up the money.
Can you
We
email
want it done.
your edited, because I'm reading it, I'm like, that's not what this says.
I know,
I
okay.
think she's got, Jody has something different than what I have. I just had a thing from, the concrete prices, how fixed.
Oh, yeah. So, and then we're in criteria for participation.
Yeah.
It has to be crumbling, causing a drainage problem, has cracking exceeding 1 inch horizontally, or has a vertical displacement of greater than 2 inches. All qualify for the program. Handicap accessible sidewalks will be installed at every intersection to meet federal standards for slope and width. So if you're on a corner, that's where, you know, if there's
Lucky you.
yeah, then you have to put that,
They did.
according to this, the handicap
Makes sense.
accessible thing.
Yeah.
So that might make it a little more expensive too, so,
Gotta do it.
yeah. And then replacement will be limited to sidewalks the length of the property and public right-of-way. This applies to sidewalks for residential, commercial, and industrial, and churches. So that's where, you know, you're not gonna do your driveway or your walkway going up into the house.
Right.
So it's just in the public right-of-way where people would be walking. So, and then he has 2 inspections by the Public Works staff will be required. The first will be when the sidewalk is formed and before it is poured. And the second inspection will be the final inspection when the work is completely finished. Oh, it sounds good. That's just what. And then in-kind assistance for sidewalk replacement, the city may provide, the following in-kind services to landowners replacing sidewalks in adjacent public right-of-ways. Residents must submit an application to the city of Red Lodge starting on, so July 1st again?
Yeah.
July 1st of each year. And ending, and I didn't put the ending. I just said by July, starting on July 1st, because there's not really an end, especially if there's, you know, if they apply June 1st and they can't get the project done, but we still have money there, then you can give them that written exception.
Yeah, we could probably just take out the time double sentence,
Okay,
because it's really not, because that's not contingent on funding or. budget.
oh, okay, yeah, so just exit that out then, no
Right.
time thing.
Just put work has to be completed within a certain length of time, 6 months, so that
Okay.
that money's then released for other projects.
Right, and that's what we have on the money part. It has to be completed by the end of the fiscal year unless they get a written exception from Mike. But the in-kind assistance, that doesn't, there's no money involved in that.
Right.
So there's no, you can just ask for help. So, as the application is received, the sidewalk, the application must include a sketch of the sidewalk with dimensions. Now, do you want that up on top too, or?
Yeah, I think that form, and I haven't went through the form and
Or
kind of
just-
tuned it up, the one that.
Or do you just want that in the
I think-
form?
I think it's I think it'll be in the form.
So we don't really necessarily need it
You
here,
probably X that out too.
because it's just, we just need the
There'll be a
completed,
spot in the form.
yeah. If they complete the application completely, then they'll have all of that in there. So we can just take
Probably
that out.
dictionary that.
Okay.
Maybe find out.
So we're taking out, the application must include a sketch of the sidewalks and dimensions. So it's after the application is received, the sidewalk is inspected by Public Works Department staff to determine if it meets the criteria for participation.
Mm-hmm.
And in-kind services includes removal of existing sidewalk, concrete and proper disposal, traffic control in form of signage, provide barricades during the repair of the sidewalk, provide a list of contractors to do the repair work without recommending any particular contract, and associated asphalt patch if required. Just pretty big.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Great kind of you to.
So, and then the criteria for participation, sidewalk that, here it is again, sidewalk that's crumbling,
Yeah.
causing drainage problems,
Yeah.
has cracking, exceeding 1 inch horizontal, public. So I don't know if we have to do the criteria for, it's the same criteria, isn't it?
It looks like it.
I just kind
So-
of, because it's kind of a different,
Yeah,
Okay.
I
that's
look
like,
at it
right.
as two different components.
Okay,
Mm.
that's fine.
Okay, what about a person who says, hey, my tree is uprooting my sidewalk? Are you gonna help me with my tree?
We're not gonna take out a tree, but we also might go in there and say, you know what, we're not gonna put money into a sidewalk that that tree's gonna tear
Okay,
up.
that's
Why
my
we're
question.
gonna inspect it.
Right,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, so
That's-
yeah, it
that's
is,
a big
it is
problem.
absolutely just for the sidewalk
I mean,
and not,
If
Yeah.
DOT puts a new sidewalk in, they make you cut down one of your trees.
Mm,
We don't want to do that,
No.
but
yeah. But we're also not gonna probably pay half of it.
No, okay.
So,
Mhm.
yeah,
Clarified.
okay,
That
so.
will be asked.
So city work shall be contingent upon availability of the public works staff and employees, and city signage and barriers will be contingent upon availability of signage and barriers. Do we need,
And we probably, you skipped that one about adjacent buildings.
Okay, we'll evaluate.
Leave that in there just because we don't want to get, I want to be able to choose not to tear a sidewalk out if I think,
If their foundation's sketchy?
well, just like,
Yeah.
well, the one, like the one at the gun store and the Snag, there's a big void underneath that. That's why we couldn't raise that concrete. I think there was an old coal chute or something down there.
That's fun,
I
tunnel.
wanna go in there and
Yeah.
tear that up.
So-
What happened
Let some
here?
private contractors.
I know. So,
There might be some prohibition booze down there.
There you go.
Right?
so what you want to say, you do want to leave that in there then, right?
Yeah.
Public Works staff will evaluate sidewalks adjacent to buildings individually and may decline removal if they believe the removal process may compromise the building in any way.
Got it.
Do you want to add anything else to that? Just that,
I
okay.
think that gives them a platitude that we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, there's a big hole there.
We see a bad one, we can get out of it before we get in trouble.
Okay, yeah, because you're not a licensed, I mean, you're not an insured contractor in that way, you know,
Well,
so,
If we're in public right of way, we are.
yeah,
And it's the
okay,
other thing, we can't go on private land, period.
Okay.
So if the sidewalk crosses the boundary, we're not eligible.
okay, that makes sense. Okay, the city will not perform any of the following actions: repair of sidewalk, grading of land prior to the pouring of new concrete, recommendation of any particular contract, or maintenance of the sidewalk after its repair. And that's all we have right now. Is there anything else we need to add to this?
I just have a feeling because people are funny about people coming on their property, that you will agree to have a city employee inspect your sidewalk before work, get an assessment of your sidewalk. I mean, people will come to your house, maybe unannounced, and they, some mentioned that, Public Works will inspect the sidewalk.
That's in there,
Well, that's
quite a
after
few.
they apply.
Yeah, that's in there.
They're gonna, I'll have their phone number, I'll say, hey,
Okay, all right.
Yeah, if they want the money or they want the help, this
gonna-
is what they have to do.
we're
so,
not gonna go out and look for sidewalks and try and recruit people.
Okay.
We have better
I wasn't
things to
thinking
do.
of that, I just thinking people, who's that guy out there?
My prediction is the first year the money won't get spent.
No.
It won't?
Nope. That's my prediction.
Hold my beer.
Well, I'm gonna go out and recruit more people.
Yeah,
We'll
definitely.
walk around War
What
Two.
did I do?
Now,
Your sidewalk sucks.
Right.
Exactly.
Here's your sign.
I'm gonna trip and fall.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, there you go, my neck.
I'm falling.
Here's your pamphlet.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Say that.
Spend that money.
Okay, so I'll email this to you guys.
Yeah, email them with the edits.
Hopefully I have it right. And, thank you. I think I've got it.
Yeah, the draft that I was looking at was sent in end of October. That's where that email came from.
I'm getting up here. This is weird. I have too many things open. So many things open. Clear document. Okay, so. There we go. I think I got the right one saved. I had like 3 of them open. That's great. Oh my God.
I only need a copy of one. I don't need all.
I know. Okay, so, all right, do we have anything else? Any, we didn't put any of the garbage or the,
Yeah,
any of the,
No
any of that stuff.
governance,
So, yeah,
garbage governance.
I know, or the weeds on here because I really wanted to
Get going.
get this and get it
Get
going.
it done.
And I will email those changes out, and if you want to send them, anybody else has any comments, put them on there, and then we
Okay.
can send it to
Send all.
Dennis, and then we'll write a resolution to adopt it. And then you'll have your policy forms, however you want those applications to be.
Yeah, I'll go over those with Dennis, and
Yeah.
they'll be part of the final draft.
Okay, that sounds great. Perfect. Then I guess anybody else have any comments or any concerns? All right, then we'll adjourn.
Cool.
Oh my God, out of here.
It's only 5 o'clock.
I know.
Look at all
We
my-
could only do that with the
That's it.
council meeting tonight.
What time is that meeting on December 2nd?
Third?
Third, you mean Parks Board?
Third.